Hi Dana, my name is Ashley. I have a YouTube channel called Star Magic Tarot and Intuitive Guidance, and I just saw on your channel that you're actually giving an opportunity to shout out fellow tarot readers, new tarot readers on YouTube, and I'm just starting out, so I figured I would give it a go. And today we're going to look into your love life. We'll be using the Star Magic Tarot of Sexual Magic, and if I need clarification, I'll just use the Rider Waite. And yeah, let's get started. First, I will clear the air, clear the energy of the space. Okay, so Dana, this is really interesting. While I was shuffling before any cards came out, I had the feeling that like maybe that there's been some difficulty or like a recent argument. It didn't while I didn't want to say anything because while I was shuffling, an argument, couples have arguments all the time, but like it didn't really feel like anything serious. So I just wanted to see what the cards had to say rather than, um, you know, yeah, I just wanted to see what the cards had to say to receive more information. Um, and I feel like maybe when this argument started, maybe initially it seemed um, like just a seed, like something small, something insignificant that you could overlook or blow over, but maybe it kind of blew up in somebody's face in a way that they didn't expect. The overall energy of your reading is the Nine of Swords. So I feel like whatever the issue is, it's caused someone, if not the two of you, a lot of anxiety, worry, sleepless nights. And maybe just that anxiety has actually exacerbated the situation at hand. But I do feel like the worst is over because your first card out is the Ten of Swords. And so the situation has already come to a head. It's not getting any worse. And I also feel like you've got this, like there's this breakup to make up energy. Like maybe this is something, like maybe this is something that you that you're kind of used to. It's like this isn't your first rodeo. You know what I mean? And I say that because your next card out, following the Ten of Swords, is the Ace of Wands. So there is the opportunity to have some sort of a new beginning, whether that actually is pregnancy or just there's a lot of passion in your relationship. I do feel like there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of fire, there's like you guys, there's a lot of chemistry. Like you guys have insane chemistry, which is why your connection is so explosive. But then I mean, you can't ignore the fact that like you've got the overall energy is the Nine of Swords. Your first card is the Ten of Swords. 10 reduces to a 1, and then following the Ten of Swords is the Ace of Wands. So again, it's like I'm seeing like like mini volcanoes, like when you take fire and air. I mean, it is like it's explosive. It's just explosive. And I feel like in the beginning, maybe it was very, like, this was something that you found exciting or intriguing, but um, maybe it's also getting a little old or draining. Just somebody's tired. Um, but again, 10 reduces to a 1. And so there is the opportunity to have this new beginning, new project, new creation, new just something new. Like a regeneration of love, a regeneration of passion, a restoration of of this connection, right? And then interestingly enough, the next card out is the King of Swords. I feel like someone's gaining clarity on or becoming even more aware of this pattern. Of this pattern and maybe becoming, I feel like maybe becoming like this awareness is creating is creating a sense of boredom. Like, oh, this is. I'm going to get clarification on that. But I do feel like I know you're an Aquarius, so obviously I would say I feel like the King of Swords is your energy, right? Um, but I am feeling a sense of detachment. I'm going to get clarification on this King of Swords. Moving on is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands followed by the Devil in reverse, followed by the Eight of Wands. So again with the passion, right? But again, this so there's definitely communication. There's communication, there's moving on, there's passion. Um, you will be you get what you want. You'll get what you want. Ultimately, whatever this argument, because again, or if it's not an argument, this pattern of behavior, right? There something there is an element of something having gone stale, but there is an element of something going stale, and this renewal, like this, the awareness, like this feeling of the awareness of the pattern, of the old patterns, is what kind of dissipates this sense of excitement. But you will be you will ultimately get what you want and be victorious in whatever it is that you want. So there's no, even though someone may feel or may be, even though someone may have a sense of um, trying to keep your composure, and look at things from a logical perspective, logic over passion, whatever it is, this awareness, it's giving you the opportunity to break from old patterns, right? Break from old patterns, codependency, addiction, toxic energy. So I feel like this argument, these hurt feelings, this sense of betrayal, whatever that major Ten of Swords issue is, like, this is all happening so that you can clear it away and purge. This is an opportunity for you to purge the issue at hand, right? You graduate from the Seven of Wands, which is a very victorious energy, defensive, it can be defensive energy, to the Eight of Wands once you release that toxicity, right? So this is communication. It's passionate communication. And whether that's, it's quick movement, it's acceleration, it's quick movement and acceleration. But this communication, there's still this so this communication might be received by someone as harsh, or it could be regarding these hurt feelings, right? Harsh truths, hurt feelings. it definitely occurs or should occur after you've had a little time to calm down from the Ten of Swords. Because again, we're trying to, or Spirit is advising you to change these patterns, release these old patterns, right? And following the Three of Swords is the Three of Wands. Again, I mean, gosh, you're just fire and air. So this is definitely pertaining to your relationship. Despite whatever harsh communications may have occurred in the past, there is still, nobody's giving up on this relationship. There is still hope, and there is still fire and passion. And regardless of this being the Three of Swords, this is collaborative energy. So collaborative, creative energy. So there is ongoing communication and a sense of both people wanting to participate, wanting to be of service to each other. There's still this commitment, this dedication, this passion for one another, despite whatever difficulties you may currently be working through or healing from. And this is beautiful because the last card out is the Sun. It's the Sun. This is very healing energy. It's things coming to light, revelations, enlightenment, and healing. Let's get some clarification, though. Yeah, so I split the deck, and we have the Sun again, and the Knight of Cups, moving towards the Sun. So I definitely feel like there is genuine love, commitment, sincerity in this connection. And so much opportunity for healing. And maybe even this feeling of betrayal is more of a perception, how an incident was received rather than the intention, right? I think the King of Swords actually is being able to perceive that and to discern from a space of that rather than being emotionally attached. There's no water on this spread. There's absolutely no water. It's just fire and air. So, I mean, we're talking thoughts and passion. Thoughts, mental activity, communication, truth, and passion. Spirit, please clarify. Oh, guidance. Clarify. Right. We have to. But the question. So, revisiting the question of the reading, I asked Spirit, what guidance does Spirit have for you pertaining to your love life? And I think Spirit is advising you to actually think about what you know. Think about what you know of your own nature, what you know of yourself, and what you know of your partner. You know you have passion. You know there's love here. You know there's and you know what you want. You know there's sexual chemistry, or at least the potential for sexual chemistry, in the event that like that's that's the spark that needs to be reignited, right? Um so keep a clear head of that, about that, regarding that matter, and communicate despite whatever hurt feelings this communication may bring about. Let go of any fear of potentially, causing your partner to feel betrayed. Release whatever patterns that are that you fall back on in your relationship, or that you've tended to fall back on in your relationship. Whatever dependency you have on appeasing one another, or yeah. And just communication. I mean, communication is just really coming in strong, because there is love, there is healing, there is passion, there is reconciliation, there is happiness and genuine love right here for you. But it's just a matter of holding on to that, holding on to knowing that. If you pay attention to the King of Swords, with his, you see in this card, his eyes are closed. So it's not, I really feel like it's not about being on the attack, right? Or even being on the defense, right? Or seeing with your eyes, right? It's about knowing what you know. Being able to see and feel your way, even with your eyes closed. That'll really alleviate whatever pain or torment that's been the problem. Do I want to clarify anything? Clarify the Three of Swords, Spirit. Right. Again, with communication. So I feel like the pain actually comes from holding back your emotional offering. The pain doesn't come from telling the truth. The pain comes from withholding your truth. And the truth of the matter is, at the core of your relationship is something very pure and sincere and genuine and even childlike. Why would you ever want to hold that back from the person you love? Clarify the Devil in reverse, Spirit. Yeah. That devil in reverse, exactly. So the devil in reverse is clarified by the Three of Swords in reverse. Like I said, releasing these patterns, whatever these patterns are, only you know that for your relationship, and I don't need to get that deep. That'll bring healing to this situation, ultimately. Clarify the King of Swords. Clarify the King of Swords. One more card to clarify the King of Swords. Right, so the King of Swords is clarified by Justice in reverse, followed by the Devil in reverse, and the Queen of Wands. So I definitely feel like maybe you were the one that was wrong in this situation. Maybe you thought you understood something clearly, but you didn't see the whole perspective, and you took action anyway. And coming from being passionate, or yeah, coming from passion that was rooted in pain, or just falling into old habits, falling back into old habits. Maybe even being a little reactionary. Okay, so any other guidance you have for Dana? Any other guidance you have for Dana regarding this spread? So I think Spirit is actually calling for you to spend some time alone in solitude. Making that decision to spend some time alone in solitude to maybe shift your perspective, and then moving forward with a clear decision, moving forward from that place, right? Or turning your back away from this Knight of Wands energy, making that decision to stay grounded and grounded in your spirituality, in what you know to be the best version of you. So that's your reading. I hope that resonated. Let me know. And I really hope this situation, it'll work itself out. Because again, your last card out was the Sun. And this is just really beautiful, healing, loving energy. Yeah. Leo energy. So yeah, the sign you could be dealing with, fire, definitely Leo. And I know you're an Aquarius. Okay, thank you. Bye.